Big things are brewing behind the scenes in oil country, and if you blink, you're gonna miss it. Management just made some moves nobody saw coming. They ditched a plan that seemed locked in, scooped up a forward straight from a rival, and now they're working to land a legit goal scorer. But that trade, it's messier than the white man during a snowstorm. This changes the outlook for next season and throws a wrench into what a lot of folks thought was already set. If you bleed blue and orange, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's push past 1,000 subs and show the league just how loyal and fired up Edmonton fans really are, like Rogers Place on a playoff night. Stick around, because today we're talking straight to you, the fan who's been tracking every move since last season's incredible run. After getting so close, every little office detail matters now, especially when it involves young talent and the long-term future of the team. That's why this next piece of news has been rattling a lot of fans. Is management holding on to a key piece of the puzzle? Or is the bet just not as safe as we thought? Truth is, there's more happening behind the scenes than what the headlines let on. During the offseason, there was a buzz going around that the Oilers were quietly working to sign a promising Russian defenseman. The chatter was strong enough to get fans excited and insiders watching closely. The kind of noise that usually leads to something big. But here's the twist, that buzz cooled off fast. And now, after keeping you in suspense for a solid 50 seconds, here it is. The player in question, Nikita Yevseyev, a 21-year-old blue liner who's been on the Oilers' radar for a while. Word is, he's not signing with Edmonton this summer after all. That entry-level deal folks expected, not happening, at least not right now. Jason Gregor from Oilers Nation confirmed it himself. This won't happen this offseason. That said, the Oilers still hold Yevseyev's NHL rights, so there's no door being closed here. Just not the timeline people were hoping for. Yevseyev's shown flashes in both the KHL and VHL, but he's struggled to secure consistent minutes at a high level. He's logged over 100 KHL games, but he's still averaging just 10 minutes a night. Not quite what you want from a prospect, ready to take the next step. So now the big question is, where's he gonna play next season? His contract with Akbars Kazan is done, and with the KHL season kicking off in September, the clock's ticking. No new team yet. Limited ice time. It's raising concerns about his development. The Oilers Nation mid-season report said it plainly. He's got tools, size, skating, defensive reads, but he's not a sure thing. Still raw, still growing, not yet the kind of guy you build around. So now, I turn it to you. Oilers fans, are the Oilers being smart by pumping the brakes on Yevseyev, or are they missing a chance to grow a solid defenseman from within? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're digging this kind of content, pass it on to your fellow Oilers diehards. Drop a like and hit subscribe, because this is the place where Edmonton fans get to speak their minds. And what if I told you this? Yevseyev update is just a tip of the iceberg, because something else is brewing, and the next name making noise behind the scenes could be the talk of the town by the end of the day. Just when fans thought they had time to breathe, another bombshell's about to drop. Stick with me, because the next story might flip our season on its head. You know we never miss a beat when it comes to what's really happening inside the Oilers system. And today, there's hot news coming straight out of Edmonton's development pipeline. While most folks are already looking ahead to NHL training camp, the real action is still happening in the shadows. And this time, it's far from the NHL spotlight. But hang on, not every key move happens at the top. Sometimes, a quiet shift down below can shake things up big time later. And that's exactly what just happened with the Fort Wayne, Edmonton's ECHL affiliate. Among the new names on the roster, one stood out, not for his stats at first glance, but for one of the wildest moments of last season. If you follow the weird and wonderful side of hockey, you've probably heard of him. Yep. We're talking about a guy who went viral last year for something completely bizarre, and now he might be a sneaky good piece in the Oilers pipeline. So what's the deal with this guy, and what kind of impact could he actually have on the future of the Oilers? The Fort Wayne Comets just signed Russian forward Kirill Tutuyev, a former Red Wings prospect who went viral for throwing a chicken wing into the stands during a game. No joke that he got tossed for unsportsmanlike conduct after that stunt. But behind the antics, there's legit skill, and the numbers prove it. Last season, he racked up 20 points in 30 games with the Comets, and even contributed in the playoffs. He's quick, creative, and according to coach Jesse Kalechi, brings the kind of energy that can light up a locker room and spark that second offensive unit. So I gotta ask, Oilers fans, do you think a move like this can actually beef up the team's development system heading into 2025-26? Or is this just another one of those wacky hockey stories that fades out? Let me know in the comments what you think about Yevseyev and this kind of signing. Caught off guard by that one? Buckle up, because the next story might stir up even more chatter. Rumblings around the league are heating up, and there's talk of a big-name player being tied to an ambitious move. Don't go anywhere, because what's coming next might leave you speechless. You ever hear that kind of rumor that slips in quietly but could blow up any minute? That's exactly what we're dealing with today. A potential behind-the-scenes deal that could seriously shake up Edmonton's plans heading into next season. What if the Oilers made a bold move to strengthen their top six? Management's got eyes on the market, and things are getting real hot behind the curtain, especially with the search for that dream top six addition. But of course, there's always a catch. That sources close to the team have hinted that talks are underway. But you know how the NHL works. It's calm 1 second, then boom, a deal drops out of nowhere. And this name, it's got Oilers fans buzzing. The fan base is already split on this one. Some say he's the missing piece. Others think the price is way too steep. But before we jump into the debate, here's what's really going on between the Oilers and an Eastern Conference rival. Edmonton's keeping close tabs on Bryan Rust from the Pittsburgh Penguins. According to Jim Matheson at the Edmonton Journal, the Oilers have real interest in the veteran winger, even if the deal's looking tricky. Rust is 33, under contract until 2027, and carries a $5.125 million cap hit. The upside, no trade protection. That makes a move easier. The downside, Edmonton's tight against the cap and would have to move money to make this work. David Pagnotta, one of the league's top insiders, didn't sugarcoat it. They're looking for another top six guy. But how are they gonna pull it off with no cap space? That's the big question right now. The Penguins are reportedly open to offers not just for Rust, but also for Rickard Rakell. Problem is, the asking price is steep, and Edmonton doesn't have the assets or cap room some other teams do. Not even a first-round pick guarantees they'd come out ahead. Right now, talk between the Oilers and Penguins is more rumor than reality. But that could change fast as the October deadline creeps closer. If Pittsburgh slides or Rust cools off, maybe Edmonton pushes harder. So tell me, Oilers Nation, would you roll the dice on Bryan Rust, cap crunch and all? Or would you rather hold off and target someone more budget-friendly? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with your fellow Oilers fans. And don't forget to subscribe. We're just getting started. This Oilers offseason saga is far from over.